All right, ladies, welcome. Super excited tonight. We only have a few weeks left, which is super exciting and super sad at the same time because I kind of like seeing you every week. So we're going to start the call out with recognition tonight. So what's been going on? What's been happening the last 7 days? Who's made their calls? What good things have happened? Let's take a moment and brag on ourselves.
I have an out and about party this weekend. I didn't think that she was actually going to do it, but she has.
That's awesome.
Every time I call her or text her, I never get a call back. And then when I was trying to set up her party, I was like, okay, what's your email? And she's like, no, I did my invites in person. And I'm like, okay, but I need your email. And she just kind of like blew it off. She called me last night after us playing phone tag again, and she's like, okay, I'll send you my email, send me the grocery list. I had 7 to 10 people at least showing up, and then awesome. I have people who are bringing their friends.
That's awesome.
So out and about works, okay?
Yes, I'm glad that you finally agree with me.
This is out and about I did by myself, too. Do I get double stars?
I know. I'm so proud of you.
That's like double scary.
What's double scary? You're so funny.
Out and about by yourself?
Well, I went with the girl who I was recruiting, and so, but now she's buying a house, so she's like, I haven't forgot about it. I just have absolutely no money right now. And I'm like, okay, but this is a good option to bring in extra income. And she's like, I'm just really stressed. She's a teacher. It's the end of the year. I said, okay, I'm going to call you this weekend.
Yep. So. Awesome. All right, Miss Sydney, what happened this week? How are your 15 calls, contacts? What is going on?
Good. I did book a virtual party. And I booked a grilling show.
Awesome. So what? Do you know what your ratio was this week?
No.
Post it later. Julie, how was your week?
My week was all right. Last month I tried a fundraiser that kind of went up in smoke.
Okay.
But tomorrow is actually the event, like Relay for Life, like where that school is doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm making these cute little, like, I don't know what you want to call them. Like, I'm taking a recipe card and another card that I'm putting together. I'm going to tie, like, the purple ribbon around and go around, pass it out, et cetera, at the actual event. Mm-hmm. So fingers crossed, because I've already started the fundraiser online. So I'm happy. I'm really excited about that. But my ratio this week, I'm sorry, what?
What are the sales now? You already have sales already for the fundraiser?
I have one sale. This is like the $45. So I need to start posting about it. I need to make a Facebook event actually for it. So a few of my, I don't want to say the term friends at work, we'll say coworkers. Mm-hmm. A few people have asked about it. So asked about Paper Chef. So I was like, oh, actually I have a fundraiser right now. So I sent them the link. So one of them just went to surgery. So I have to touch back with her next week. But my ratio was 12. I contacted 12. I got a hold of 4, and I got one party booked, but it's not until July.
It's okay. 1 out of 4. That's still good.
Yeah. I'm like, it's like out. Yeah. So.
No, it's okay. I got a July booking today too, so it's all right. It's because it's giving you.
I have my ratio.
Oh, you have. What's your ratio?
It is, I talked to 12 people. I spoke to 5, and I have possible booking. So I'm going to follow up next week.
Yeah.
I'll call back.
How many bookings?
The girls were just graduating. So.
How many bookings did you say?
One possible booking, but I've been one of those, call me next month, see what my schedule was. I wanted one, so hopefully we can pin that down.
Gotcha. Well, I was so excited because on Tuesday, I've been avoiding taking calls because I've been cleaning out and organizing my house and getting ready for this garage sale that I had today and tomorrow. And so I've been avoiding it. And finally, on Tuesday, I said, I can't avoid this anymore. I have to make phone calls. So So I sat down and I did, and I made 17 calls or texts or emails, whatever. I tried to contact 17 people. I talked to 9. 6 of them did something. So like one of them ordered. One of them ordered, but 3 actually booked a party, and I got a date that day for them. So my ratio is 3 out of 9 for bookings. So I was super excited about that. That was very uplifting since my May is still hopping along, and my June and July look a little frightening as well. So I've got to be making these phone calls just as much. So I had my ratio as 3 out of 9 this week, and I've already made my list. So when I get done today, can you guys see that? Yeah. So I got 10 old and 5 new. I haven't put the names on there yet, but when we hang up tonight, I'm going to make that list so that tomorrow, after the garage sale, I can sit down and make some more phone calls. Try to do some more stuff this month. So, alrighty. All right, let's talk about our K9 homework for a second. What did you guys watch last week on the video, and what did you learn?
I didn't watch a video, but 2 weeks ago I was able to watch a couple at work. So every time we have like a dead spot, I try and go on and either watch a video or like explore a new recipe to open my options, because I'm really tired of making the same thing. Yeah, but the chocolate lava cake is always a hit, so I get that is always gonna be.
No,
I'm gonna try.
I finally got away from my chocolate lava cake. I don't do it anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I want to try the upside down pineapple cake, but I feel like a lot of people.
Good.
I don't know.
I stopped doing dessert altogether, actually. I now just do like one main dish, and then I do something with the spiralizer. If it's not in my main dish, then I do like a side dish with the spiralizer. So I don't even do, unless they want a dessert or they request it, I don't even do one anymore.
Okay.
I'm
doing the Greek salad this weekend.
I tried to
spiralizer.
I got tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again, so I try to change it every month. Like every month is a different recipe.
Okay.
I'm trying to do that so it stays with the theme, so I always know what I'm doing and my bag doesn't have to change packing wise. Okay, so what video did you watch? Recipes that you watched, Elizabeth?
2 weeks ago, I watched something on recruiting.
Okay, all right.
But I've just been on the website exploring like the different themes for the party just to get like some new ideas.
Okay, gotcha. All right, girls sitting at Sydney's house.
I actually watched, I think it was called 5-Star Customer Service.
Okay.
It's an audio one, and I loved it. I have like a whole page of notes that I typed actually.
Awesome.
But one of the things I really liked about it was how she talked about how you only feel pushy if you're making it about yourself. And once you start looking at it from like the customer's perspective, that's when you won't feel pushy about it anymore. Yeah. And she had this thing called like an out-of-box call, which she'll call everybody within like 30 days, make sure it came out of the box, make sure they're using it. She kind of had like suggestions on top products to call to check on, like the mandolin people are intimidated by, so like they won't use it. So like I really like that call.
Cool. That sounds like a really good one. Really good one. Hello, Miss Lisa. All right. So this week, guys, for your K9 homework, there is one on there for the training for the interview card, and it's a stage demo on how to use the interview cards. So I want you to watch that one this week. So on if you don't have the interview cards, they look like this.
Oh. I was going to say, I think they came in your kit.
No?
I
don't have that.
Okay. You can actually download them on the website. So you can order them like when you put in your next supply order, or you can just download them and print them on paper and have them that way as well too. And so what I want you to do this week is I want you to go on there, download the cards, print them. And I want you to practice on, and we're going to in a little bit, but I want you to practice on somebody with them. You're familiar with them. When I do an interview with somebody and I use these cards, I will actually leave them with the cards when I'm done because I want them to take the information home with them so they can read what we talked about. Does that make sense? So if you print them, just leave them with them when they're done. That way they have their information to continue talking about and reading about afterwards. But there's, I believe it was at a conference last year or the year before, page demo on the interview cards. And I want you guys to watch that this week to get a better understanding of those cards. Okay, so the topic today is a simple interview. And so what I want to talk to you about is talking about how it's important to interview our hosts before she holds her show. So if the host decides to join, then her show becomes her grand opening show. So I want to talk to you about that first because when you have parties, your host really is your number one possible recruit before you even walk in the door with her friends and family who are going to be there. So it's important to touch on things with your host beforehand. Is there anything that you guys do now that you could tell me that you do to bring up possibly joining before the party? Like you use in your host coaching, Sydney? Do you do anything special?
I try to bring it up in different ways, like especially before the party, talking to them about their host benefits. I started mentioning that they get the $25 or $50 kit credit that they can use towards a kit. So I make sure that they know that that is a host benefit.
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea. Making sure that they know that that's a host benefit before. Cookie. Sorry.
My dog.
You want her? Okay. No, I love that idea. I love that idea because, you know, we have a list of host benefits for them. And so saying another host benefit for you too is a really great idea. Mm-hmm. Anything else that you do? Do you actually mention to them if they join? Because I try to mention to them, I mean, if you remember Sydney before your party, our conversations, I tried to tell you, I know you're going to want to do this. So if you join before you have your party, then all these sales, all the bookings, all of that is yours, and you get to keep that. So it's really good to mention that beforehand. And yes, you're giving away a party. In the long run, you're giving your new consultant a strong start, and they're excited about it, and they'll hit their goals, and then that, in the long run, helps you hit your goals for earning trips and things like that as well. So in the short run, when you're a new consultant, it is hard to imagine having to give up a party, but in the long run, it definitely is worth it to give your new consultant a boost. So make sure that before your parties and before your events that you're doing, they're actually sitting down and explaining the benefits, the host benefits, and what they can get if they sign up. Now, if they want the kit credit, obviously, what I try to do with that is if they want the kit credit, then I will have the party, and I will, whatever the amount is that they need for the kit credit, I will keep myself, put the party underneath me, and then if there's a remaining balance over that, then I'll go ahead and put that in as their first party after. Does that make sense?
Do you know what the amount is off the top of your head?
Yeah, so they need to have a $300 party for $25 kit credit.
$400 for
and
$50.
$400 for a $50.
Thank you.
$25 kit credit is only good on the $25 kit credit is good on everything, but the $50 is only good on the large kit.
Cool.
So they can't get the $99 kit for $50. That's not possible. But they can for $75. So what's really cool about these interview cards, and I really love them because they make it so super easy to do an interview, and I just usually meet people at Starbucks is what I do. And so, like, the first one is called Tell Me About Yourself. And so what I do is I lay these cards out in front of me on the table, and so there's one labeled Easy, Support, Freedom and Flexibility, Fun, Why Pampered Chef, money, and my closing is with the join us part. So what I do is, because again, it's all about relationships when you're recruiting. So it's all about relationships. So I put all these things down, and I'll grab my tell me about myself card, and I'll put it on my lap, and I'll go, okay, so just tell me why you met with me today. Tell me what's going on. Just tell me about yourself, and let them talk. When you're doing an interview, you want the interview to be mostly them talking. You do less talking, they do more talking. That's really hard for some of us because we enjoy conversation, but it needs to be mostly them having a conversation. So then all of these cards are laying out on the table, and I'll ask them, I'll say, okay, so Jolene, if you're looking at these 6 cards right here in front of you, which one is the most important to you this moment and why you're thinking about joining Pampered Chef? So they'll say, well, let's say money. Okay, so money is the most important. So then on the back of it, it gives me exactly what I should say and the stuff I should give as information. The point of these cards, and I usually have them pick 2 or 3 of them. Okay, so let's talk about money. We talk about money. And what would you do with an extra $500 a month? Jolene, what would you do with an extra $500 a month?
I would save to get a puppy.
Oh. So that's what we talk about that. And then I go, okay, so do $500 a month. This is, and it's all in the back of this, how many shows you need to have a month to make that happen. And then I go, okay, so what is the next thing that's most, exciting for you? They're going to say, well, fun. It looks like it's fun. Whatever. They could say anything else. But it's all in the back. On the back of the card, it says, which of these things sound like they'd be fun for you? Free products, recognition, and awards, free vacations, friendships. When we work, it's a party. It's like, so you just read that to them and have them pick what they're what excites them the most. Because while you're doing this and you're having them talk, they're exploring how Pampered Chef can fit into their life and their needs and what they want. I do not go through all 6 of these cards during an interview. I usually do about probably about 3, maybe 4 sometimes, depending on how talkative they are. But I try to stick to the back script as much as possible. There you go. Because see how short it is? So this interview should not take long. It should not be an hour long. It should be probably 15 to 30 minutes, and then that's it. So after you let them choose their 3 to 4 cards of what's most important to them, then the last card, is not that one, is the join us one. And so this is when you invite them to join you. And so I usually just go, so what do you think? What, why are you laughing? Do you see Cookie?
She's hysterical. It's okay. When I was doing the meeting, she wanted to be in my camera too.
Sabita. I know it's in the camera.
Oh, they can have a little play date. Look at, they can talk to each other.
Oh my gosh.
Hello. Little spoiled dog. Yes. Back to the interview cards.
Join us.
So it says, you sound excited about this opportunity. Would you like to hear how easy it is to get started? And then if they say yes, then you can talk to them about the things that are on here. It says share the kit options, complete the online agreement, which literally takes 5 minutes if you're together. Always bring your tablet with you or laptop with you to an interview. That way you are ready. If they say, you know what, I'm ready. I think what you talked about today was awesome. You can log into your, pull your laptop up, and then they can sign up right then and there. Invite them to attend your next show, schedule a grand opening show, set up training call for the next day, and invite them to the next team meeting. So it's really, again, these interview cards are awesome because it walks you through exactly what you want to be talking to them about, how you want to go about it, and it just makes it so simple that it makes it look like anybody can do it, which is the truth. Anybody can do it. The cards came out last year, and I love them because it just makes it so easy. So let's see what else they got on here. Does that make sense, guys? Do you have any questions about the interviewing cards?
No.
They're simple, aren't they?
I've never even heard of them.
So just type in interview cards on your when you log in, and you'll be good to go.
Cool.
Okay. So what I want you guys to do this week is, like I said earlier, I want you to role play with these cards. So I don't care if it's with your husband, boyfriend, dad, mom, dog. No, it needs to be a person. It needs to be human, but find somebody to practice your interview cards on this week, so that when you have your first interview or your next interview, you're ready to go with the cards. I think they're going to give you a whole lot of confidence in the direction that you're headed in with adding team members. Okay, so this week, what I want you guys to do is we're going to continue doing our 24-hour calls with the goal of calling every host. So remember, we're doing our 24-hour calls, so we're keeping up with our hosts and keeping them excited about their parties. That's what Sydney had trained on when I was gone. We're going to practice using the simple interview cards. I want you to interview with these cards 3 people. One of them can be practiced. 2 of them, you can practice on all 3 people if you want. But if you have people that you're talking to about the business, this is a good opportunity to call them up and say, hey, I'm part of this group, and I am practicing something new that I'm trying to learn, and I was wondering if I could practice these interview cards on you this week. And that gives you an opportunity to sit down with people who are thinking about the business as well, while using this group training as an excuse to do it. I want you to make 15 calls, just like we are doing every week at least. You're trying to do your 15 calls outside of the show. And I want you to do your K&I assignment. So you're going to watch that video, the live stage demo for the interview cards. Would you like me guys to go over that again, or are you guys good?
It's Cookie.
Oh.
What? Did you hear something?
You hear her going,
I didn't know what it was.
But it sounds like a hungry tummy. Is what it sounds like.
It's actually Oreo.
I thought it was like some like guy or something.
Stuck outside is what I thought.
Oreo. Shh. Oreo.
Nom nom.
Away.
Like a deep voice.
I'm gonna lock you away.
What's up?
Okay, girls. So I want to leave you with this, and then I'm going to stop recording so the girls can listen to it later. But I want to leave you with this. We only have a couple weeks left. How many weeks do we have left of this class? Let me look. 2 more? No, 1 more. No, 2 more. 2 more. All right, so we have 2 more classes left of this. So I really, really, really want to encourage you to push yourself over the next 2 weeks and complete the homework, watch your videos, do your calls, because you'll continue to see the success and continue to see things growing on your calendars if you're doing them. I know that when it ends, even for myself, like I know that accountability is not there as much unless I make it there. So, so make sure you do your homework this week. Stay focused. 2 weeks to go. You girls, we've got this. There's only, I think 6 of us left on this whole journey. We started out with 12, I think. We're down to 6. So let's end it on a good note with all of us together. That way we can all celebrate together that we made it. That's a cute dance, Sydney. That we made it through this extremely challenging but good class over the last 6 weeks. So let me click unrecord.